forget what they call that team now.
Yeah, they have some funny name for it.
I know.
I don't even know why.
Well, I don't either, but I can give two hoots. I like to. I guess you can watch all kinds of stuff if you have the right cable. You can get up in the morning and watch it from 3:30 in the morning.
Yeah.
I have my friend's brother, his wife, her niece, two of her nieces are on the women's soccer team.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
So they get up really early and they've been watching all the soccer.
Oh, that's cool.
Well, yeah. If I had a niece like that, I'd go out and get cable so I could do it. But
Wow.
I have two nieces that might be something after they get to high school. They're starting high school right now.
What do they play? Soccer?
Soccer.
Oh, that's cool.
And they're really good. They're twins.
Twins?
Yeah.
Wow.
And they've excelled everywhere they've been. I remember watching them as little 6-year-olds, and they were like unbelievable. They were beating kids who were 8 years old, and even then. But they love playing. They play other sports too. They think they play basketball. They play lacrosse this year, but soccer's their main sport. And their father was a soccer player in college. So, and their mother, my niece, she was an athlete too. So from there, who knows what happens? You know. They're getting good guidance anyway.
Yeah.
It's not like they're doing it all the time. They don't, but they have games just like all these kids. I have a nephew who has 3 boys. They're all playing ball. They're all playing baseball. And then they play football. And oh my God, but the baseball season never stopped. And two of them are really good. And they're one. I think Johnny's 13 and his brother's 11.
Do they play hockey too or no?
No, we don't have any hockey players.
Wow, that's weird.
One of the twins, I got one of my great nieces to play hockey about 3 years ago.
Really?
And she did really well. And she had never played before, but she was unbelievable. But she lost interest because her parents aren't hockey players, and you know.
Yeah.
Her grandfather's a hockey player, my brother, but he didn't. I don't know.
I remember when I was like probably like 21.
Yeah.
I used to go ice skating a lot. I never played hockey, but
Where'd you live?
In New Jersey, in Roselle Park, New Jersey.
Yeah.
In Roselle, New Jersey, Elizabeth, New Jersey.
Yeah.
And it's called Warrenanko Park, and they have a skating rink there, and I would go. There was this really cute girl that worked at the. She was probably the same age. I called her Moonbeam because she had this really cool haircut. She was cute, and she was like she worked behind the counter of the ice skating rentals.
Yeah.
And I would go, and it was fun.
Yeah. Yeah. I have.
But my ankles are very weak.
Well,
so I can't I don't know.
People always say that, but it's the kind of skates. If you have the right kind of skates,
Really?
Yeah. If you have good skates, that's what happens. I used to think I had bad skates. We used to get ankle supports and stick them inside back of our skates, and we thought. Then all of a sudden we found out they spent the money and got good skates. You got CCMs, which are made of kangaroo leather. That was a big deal then. But my father spent $50 on a pair of skates for me when I was in high school, and that was a lot of money. But
$50?
Made
Really?
a big difference.
For skates?
Yeah.
Now they're like $300-400, right?
Oh, yeah. Yep. I got a couple pair, but I don't use them right now. Huh.
You still try to play or no?
I'm working on it. I'm working on it in my head.
All right.
I think if the rink is open over at Brockton, over by Brockton High School, because I used to go over there a couple of years ago and skate at noontime when I worked, because they had free public skating for senior citizens and nobody else went there. So the guy that was running the rink said, "Come on down, bring a stick, bring a puck," and then I was still recovering from my broken femur.
How'd you break your leg?
Playing hockey.
How old were you when you broke your leg?
70.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I was playing in a tournament up in Worcester, and I just fell. Fell. It was weird. I didn't get hit by anything. I just fell. I have pads on and everything, you know.
Wow.
And it just the way I fell, I guess. So after that, I played competitively with there was 60 crowd.
Yep.
And those over 60 guys were flying, and I was and here I am, 71, trying to keep up with 60-year-olds.
And how long ago was that?
3 years ago.
Wow.
So my friend.
Not too many people could say that though, Bob. You know.
That's all right.
That they, you know.
Yeah, I'm not competing with anybody else. I
Competing.
know there were guys before me that played for a long time. Not a lot, but guys that I loved, like my friend Kurt Ford, who died in his late 70s, but he had played for up to about 75. He was good. He was a good hockey player when he was younger, but I want to play and not get hurt. That's all.
Yeah.
And I can find an hour here and there where guys aren't out to kill you, and they're all older guys. So
it's fair. It's a fair fight.
There's hockey out there for guys like myself.
Cool.
Yeah.
I need to. Tennis is one of my loves. I love tennis.
Yeah.
I love it.
Well,
I have a really good racket, but I went hitting around the last time I tried to hit with somebody, and like maybe 5 minutes in, my string snapped. It's a Pete Sampras racket.
What happened?
It's a Pete Sampras racket.
Yeah.
It's a 95. Yeah, it's a really nice. It's a good racket.
I've got some hammers.
You do?
That's what they call hammers.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. I might have to. I think I have to re-grip a couple of them because they're kind of tacky.
Okay.
Just have to find some.
Well, like sticky, you mean?
Yeah.
Yep.
The black stuff is just. I don't know. It's maybe because they're sitting around or whatever, but there's tape you can buy that's specifically for handles. I used to take my handles years ago when I played more. I like tennis, but I'm not sure I could probably hit the ball back and forth okay. I just can't run as fast as I used to. And that's, so maybe you and I will hit the ball someday.
All right.
If you want to.
That'd be fun.
Some Tuesday after the meeting or something like that, we'll go.
That'd be cool. You'd probably be surprised. I'm not going to toot my own horn, but I'm pretty good.
That's okay. I'm not going to play against you for money, right?
No. I used to practice like around close to my house.
Yeah.
It's Kane University, and I would practice there. And the women's coach was watching me serve, and she asked me if I would be part of the sort of to help her team out to have a really good serve.
Oh,
and so
good.
I would go there a few days a week to serve to the girls. It was pretty fun.
Yeah, I would be sure. What college was that?
Kane University.
Kane?
Kane, yeah. Kean.
Kean.
Yeah. It's in Elizabeth, New Jersey. It was like 5 minutes from where I was living with my mom.
I have
and dad.
One of my best friends, his son lives in New Jersey. He's got two boys. They're playing hockey. They're two little guys.
Oh yeah.
And they love it. I always think you can't get hockey players out of New Jersey. Sure you can, but that's the old thinking. The old thinking was when I was actually in high school, there weren't many. Every high school didn't have a hockey team, that's for sure. Even though we're in a hotbed of hockey around here. But after Bobby Orr played, everybody got a hockey team. And everybody was going to be the next Bobby Orr. Every father was putting their kid.
You know what's funny about him? It was the last time I was ever in the. What's the name of the floor there for the psych ward in Brockton?
What's
like the 2E or 2 North or whatever, something like that.
Yeah.
One of those.
Building 2, yeah.
Building 2, yeah. There you go. It was either in Brockton or in Bedford. It might have been Bedford, but he came in. He came to see us. It was pretty fun. I'm not a big hockey guy, so it wasn't a big deal to me. But
but he's a god.
No, he's a nice.
Yeah. He is a nice guy.
Yeah, he was a really nice guy.
I met him a few times. I met him the night 1970. 72. They won the cup. They won it in 70 and 72. And I had just got out of the Army, like 1970. I have a friend who was playing professional hockey. He didn't play for the Bruins, but he played for the Canadians. He played for a Stanley Cup winner. My friend said the Bruins won the Stanley Cup. They played golf down at the South Shore Country Club in Hingham. And then they went out to this place down in Citric called the Cliff Hotel, which we used to always go to. And so my friend Sheehan and I went down there, and there wasn't anybody else in, but Sheehan knew somebody, and he got in. So I sat and drank with a whole bunch of the Bruins.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
And Bobby Orr was there. Everybody on that team was there. It was fun. But he was a good guy. I met him another time somewhere, but I met these guys. I met a lot of celebrities over the time. When I was a photographer, I was doing mobile oil. I was doing some celebrity golf tournaments.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and I got to meet all kinds of Hall of Famers. I met Johnny Bench and who's the guy the third baseman for the Phillies?
Mike Schmidt.
Yep. The year they both got inducted into the Hall of Fame, they were there. And
What year was that? Like 90?
yeah, it might have been. I met Happy Hairston.
Who's that?
He played basketball.
Never heard of him. Happy Hairston.
Yeah.
Sounds like somebody from the Globetrotters.
No, but he was a good guy. He was the jovial one.
Oh, okay.
And then there was the Iceman. Have you heard of the Iceman?
Oh, yeah, George Gervin.
Yeah, I met him.
Wow.
I met.
He was one of the best pure scorers of all time.
He was. Too bad he played for that team though.
What team?
He played for Detroit. No, Denver.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I met Havlicek. I met him. You know, one day this is back in the '80s. Now I'm going way back. After he had just retired, my friend and I rented a place down in the Vineyard for a week, and one day we went down to Edgartown and we were hanging around downtown, and some guy had a whaler and he had a wife and a kid on crutches. So I looked and I said, "That's John Havlicek." My friend said, "Get out of here." I said,
Really?
"Yeah." So I went over. I saw him trying to struggle with his big cooler,
Yeah.
and it turned out that they had been in a whaler-sponsored bluefish tournament.
Oh, okay.
And his kid and he had fished, and his wife was with him. His wife was a blonde that everybody knew anyway because she was always at the games. But so I went down and said, "Hey, you need a hand?" He said, "Sure, thank you." So he and I carried this cooler up to the bait shop, and he had to show me the fish his son caught because it's bigger than his. And then I said, "Thank you, we'll see you later." I didn't say, "Hey, you're John Havlicek." I didn't say anything like that.
Yeah.
I didn't know who he was.
Yeah, of course.
And then when
Sometimes
I
it's better to just not get all like starstruck because they.
I went back to my friend and he said, "Yeah, that was him, wasn't it?" I said, "Yeah. Let's go have a few beers." We went to this bar. It was a Saturday afternoon. In those days, there weren't 16 football games on. There was one. There was one main game. It was like Ohio State against somebody.
Yeah.
And so we were watching this game in this bar, and who walks in but John Havlicek?
Did he remember you?
Yeah, he came right over and asked, "Do you mind if I join you guys?"
Wow.
He had gone to Ohio State and been a football player. He got drafted by the Browns.
Really?
Yeah, he was as an end. Yeah.
Wow.
He chose basketball. Yeah,
What is he? Was he like 6'3"?
Huh?
He's not that tall, like 6'3", 6'4"?
Yeah. That's about how tall he is.
Yeah.
Yep, a nice man. But at those golf tournaments, I met all kinds of people. I met that crazy guy that would play for the New York football team, the linebacker,
Lawrence Taylor. Wow. That crazy guy.
Yeah.
That's one way of putting it.
Yeah, well, he was coking up here and there. I guess. That's what they say. I can't prove it.
Well, I think he's admitted it.
But yeah, I met a guy. You ever heard of him? Maybe you haven't, because John Brody.
No.
He's an older guy even at that time, but he was a Hall of Fame quarterback from the 49ers. Because when I was a kid growing up, you watch football, you watch the Giants play whoever they're playing. That was it, the Giants, and I watched
the
him
Patriots
play.
Weren't even around then.
No,
Wow.
Patriots weren't around until 1960.
And originally they were the Boston Redskins, weren't they?
The Boston Patriots.
No, but they were the Redskins first.
I don't think so.
I looked it up.
Okay.
They were.
They could have been. I watched them play in Fenway Park.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
With Jim Nance. And I can remember all those guys. But those golf tournaments I did were really fun. There was a guy named Ivan Lendl.
Of course.
Left-handed tennis player?
Yes, of course.
Left-handed golfer?
Wow.
He hit the shit out of the ball. Watch him drive. Holy shit.
Yeah, he was a
He hit
machine.
the ball as far as Schmidt.
In the 80s, he was a machine.
Yeah. Yep. No, there were a bunch of guys like that. I met hockey players and what's his name? The guy for the Penguins. Who's that guy that played for them? Do you remember him? No.
Penguins?
French guy. French name.
I don't know.
it'll come to me, but that's all right. I mean, I took a picture of him with his daughter. I took pictures of a lot of people, and without their whole foursome. That's what I did. I took a picture of one guy with the foursome, and the foursome was some of the people from Exxon, or Mobile Exxon. They were playing. They were like owners of stations, or near employees.
Yeah.
Right before them. And I remember taking this one picture of Bill Lambier. Remember him?
Bill Lambier, of course, yeah.
Much hated by the Celtics.
Of course, he was hated by everybody that wasn't from Detroit.
So he was in the middle of these, I believe it was 4 women he was playing with.
Wow.
So I'm going to take a picture of him.
And he's like 6'11", right?
I said
he's
to
a
him,
big dude.
Yeah. And I said to him, hey, I'd smile more than that if I was with 4 women. I said it to a bunch of guys like that. I had a couple of guys yak back at me, give me shit. It was funny though. It was good.
Like banter, yeah, like back and forth, yeah.
It was banter. Now I gotta figure out where I'm going here.
Okay.
Oh God, I already missed the start.
It's all right.
Obey traffic laws, be alert, and use voice commands while driving.
At the next.
Proceed 2 miles on 24 South.
I'm gonna get off at Brockton.
So I started kind of a diet.
Say what?
I started a diet too,
You did?
along with the walking now.
Yeah?
Like I said, I did the 10 miles today.
Oh, good.
For like, I'm gonna do a lot of like shakes and like fruits instead of soda. I'm drinking water.
Good for you.
Yeah, I'm down to 171.
Really?
Yeah.
Good for you.
Yeah, I'm gonna go. My goal is to get under like 160 by the time the missus gets back.
She won't recognize you.
Yeah, she'll recognize me.
How could he not recognize you?
Yeah, I know.
That's good though. Good for you.
In 1.5 miles, turn
I'm gonna do it right
onto
too.
exit 18B.
18B. Yeah. I'm gonna do it right. Like I'm not gonna go overboard
No.
and beat myself up. Just take
No.
it slow.
Be good to yourself and just do the best you can. And forgive yourself when you make mistakes.
There you go.
You have to do that. So this is 33B, but we know 18B is just take 27th North. That's what I was thinking, something like that anyway.
And you know what's funny? I was so looking forward to her leaving
Yeah?
to be able to do my, my shenanigans, we'll call it.
Oh yeah.
And it's funny because since she's been gone, I haven't done it once.
Well, there you go. There you go. And how do you feel?
I feel like $1,000,000.
Well, I'm telling you, I notice a difference in you, and it really makes a big difference.
Cool.
Makes a difference in all of us when we do that stuff.
Yeah. The walking is so good.
Yeah, and that's what I have to do more of. I just had a...
In 1/2 mile, turn
Yep.
right onto exit 18B.
You know what's funny? I was watching this YouTube channel called Yes Theory. It's about putting yourself in uncomfortable situations to get through.
Yeah.
So it builds your character. It builds you in a positive way to go through kind of. It's almost like controlled adversity
Turn
that
right
you
onto
set
exit
yourself.
18B
Yeah.
now.
So where was I going with that? I was watching one of their videos that they did in Bhutan, Bhutan, which is considered the happiest place in the world. And in their culture, they believe that walking washes away your sins. It's pretty cool.
Yeah. Well, I think that's a good omen.
Yeah.
Good. Yeah.
So I got to do a lot of walking, Bob. I got a lot of
I'm right behind you.
I got a lot of sins to wash away.
You know what?
But most of the sins are against myself, which is the funny part, because I'm not a bad dude, you know that.
1/4 mile, turn right onto Oak Street.
So yeah. Well, sin was is a man-made invention anyway.
Yeah, I know.
But you know,
You know what I mean, though.
I know, but it had another.
Go ahead.
The word itself, it just carries some connotation. But we know what sin is. It's when you do something against somebody else.
Yeah.
That's basically what it is. And when you do something that's not helpful for anybody else, and it's
So you're right. So
self-centered.
I don't usually do to other people. It's just usually, I don't know,
Yeah.
just the BS that I put myself through.
Sure. No.
I haven't gambled in a while.
Turn right
Yeah.
now.
I'm working on that. No more of those goofy pills, those Adderalls. Those are terrible.
Are they?
They're
Well, that not for you. They're good for me.
no, but the ones that I was getting
Yeah.
were the fake pressed ones that are basically meth.
They're basically what?
Meth.
Oh.
And they were so cheap. They were like $5 a piece, and like two or three, 4 of them
Yeah.
can keep you from sleeping for 3 or 4 days,
Oh, Jesus.
and it's not good.
No.
So I haven't done those.
No.
And I asked the guy, I'm actually friends with the dealer. Like, he's a friend of mine.
Yeah.
So he was the one who was telling me to, it's bad when your drug dealer's telling you to slow down.
Yeah.
And then I told him that I was going to stop. And he kind of, I think somebody's calling me. Oh, hold on.